Mm, 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 mm. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I'm Swipa Cam. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all already know what time it is. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your friends, tell everybody you know. If you want great NBA content, you want Denver Nuggets content, this is the place to be. And boy, oh boy, did we have a great game tonight. Did we have an exceptional performance tonight? Did we have an opportunity to witness greatness? Did we have an opportunity to watch the best team in the Western Conference? Dare I say, are the Denver Nuggets the best team in the NBA? Oh my goodness, we got so much to get to tonight. Wow. Everybody just do me a favor. Just take a quick breath in and a quick breath out. I feel like we have tried to tell people, we've tried to talk to people, we've tried to explain what's happening. We've tried to have the conversation about the Denver Nuggets. We said, man, they're going to start rolling about January, about December. They're going to go into the All-Star break. They're going to go into February, and all of a sudden, they're going to look like a much different squad. And y'all, man, the Denver Nuggets, here is their last 7 games. The Denver Nuggets have beaten the Memphis Grizzlies, the Hornets, the Blazers, the Suns, the Kings, the Heat, and the Celtics. The Denver Nuggets have beat the Boston Celtics, number 1 team in the Eastern Conference, number 1 team in the NBA. They beat the Miami Heat. They beat the Kings. They beat the Suns. They beat the Blazers, and they beat the Grizzlies. Every single one of those teams are playoff teams. The Denver Nuggets tonight went against the arguable best team in the NBA with no Jamal Murray. Bruce Brown started in his place. And before the game tipped off, folks was worried. Folks was having a conversation. What are they going to do? Will they have enough firepower? Will they have enough in the tank in the fourth quarter to get the job done? Funny enough, they didn't need the fourth quarter. They didn't apparently need the entirety of the fourth quarter because the Denver Nuggets were up 120-106, and the Boston Celtics decide that no mas, Joe Mazzulla, no mas. He takes the starters out with 2 minutes left, down 14 points. Tonight, there are so many storylines to get to, so many players to point to, but y'all know you have to start with the best player on the planet, with the best player in the NBA. Y'all know who it is, Nikola Jokic, Joker. Tonight, Nikola Jokic, 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 12 assists on 10 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 1 steal, no turnovers, plus 14. Plus 14. I don't know if I need to repeat that. The back-to-back MVP right now, according to the NBA MVP ladder, the number 1 candidate for MVP in this season, right now on Basketball Reference MVP tracker, the number 1 candidate for the MVP award in the NBA, Nikola Jokic. 30, 12, 12, and he had a 90% true shooting versus the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics. So I ask you, how much longer do we need to have this conversation, ladies and gentlemen? How much longer do we need to have the conversation about Nikola Jokic's greatness, about where he stands amongst the NBA greats? How much longer do we need to go back and forth about, is Nikola Jokic the kind of player that you could win a championship with? Is Nikola Jokic the kind of player that could be the face of the NBA? This is yet again versus the number one team in the NBA versus a top 10 defense, a consecutive game versus a top 10 defense in the NBA. Nikola Jokic, 30, 12, 12, 90% true shooting, 0 turnovers, plus 14. Jokic was exceptional. He was marvelous. He was wonderful. He controlled the game end to end, possession to possession. He was incredible the entire night. Jason Tatum, another MVP candidate that Jokic just faced on the other side of the ball, had a good game. He had 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 of 16 from the field, or 4 from 3, 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Jokic, 30, 12, and 12, plus 14. Tatum, 25, 7, and 6, minus 15. Minus 15. Jokic was the best player on the court, and it wasn't even marginally close. But the thing is, the Denver Nuggets, man, they have been on a roll. The Denver Nuggets, if you've been paying attention, have been winning. They have been playing against winning teams, and they have been putting together very good performances with or without Jamal, with or without Michael Porter Jr. But here we go. Here we are, yet another game. What can folks say now? We're continuing to stack up these performances, y'all. We're continuing to see them on a more regular basis. And there are only, I believe, 3 games in the NBA tonight. There were only 3 games in the NBA tonight, and Nikola Jokic got a chance to show the entire world why he's arguably the best player on the planet. And he did it. They played really good defense tonight. They were locked in offensively, and they were the best offensive team on the court tonight. Tonight, the Denver Nuggets scored 120.6 points per 100 possessions tonight. 120.6 points per 100 possessions tonight, and they held the Boston Celtics to just 111 points per 100 possessions tonight. That's very good. That is extremely good. The Denver Nuggets took care of business on both sides of the court tonight. They took care of the business on offense and took care of business on defense. The Nuggets, they shot 83% at the rim tonight, and they shot 56.7% from the three-point line tonight. They shot 83.3% versus Al Horford, Robert Williams, and Grant Williams. Come on now. And they shot 56.7% from the three-point line tonight. The Denver Nuggets tonight, I want y'all to hear this. I want everybody to lean into this. Listen up closely. The Denver Nuggets, for cleaning the glass, which gets rid of all heaves, all garbage time, in the half court versus that Boston Celtics defense, the Denver Nuggets were scoring 128.1 points per 100 possessions in the half court tonight, 99th percentile. They were absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking, 128.1 points per 100 possessions. Yo, we're having a different conversation, man. I know that the first 28 games of the year, people were really worried about the Denver Nuggets. They were worried about their defense. They were worried about their consistency. They didn't have any signature wins. Well, now you got win versus the Grizzlies, win versus the Suns, win versus the Kings, win versus the Blazers, win versus the Heat. And now you got a double-digit win versus the Boston Celtics in Denver. So here we are. The Denver Nuggets are currently also sitting at the very top of the West in sole possession at 24-12, with a game difference between them and the third seed. The Denver Nuggets are sitting at the top of the Western Conference at 24-12. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you have the best player in the NBA on your roster. 30, 12, and 12. And they corrected it 10 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 8 of 8 from the line, plus 14, 1 steal, 90% true shooting. Y'all know what time it is. Best player in the NBA, Nikola Jokic. Shout out to him. Also, give a shout out Aaron Gordon tonight, 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. He broke his streak of 50% plus shooting, 50% plus shooting in over 20-something games. Broke that streak tonight. He was 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%, really good. 1 block, 2 steals. He was a game high plus 23 tonight. Aaron Gordon was utterly dominant. 18, 6, and 7 on 6 of 13. He was dominating inside the paint, had an incredible alley-oop from Jokic that he caught on the other side of the rim. He jumped from the left side of the rim, caught the ball on the right side of the rim, and had to go and reverse dunk it because Jokic threw the ball a little bit too far forward, and AG was able to clear it. AG took everybody to the paint, Marcus Smart to the paint, Grant Williams, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, took them all to the paint and was a great facilitator tonight. 18, 6, and 7 for Aaron Gordon, who I'm arguing should be a reserve all-star this year because you got the number 1 team in the Western Conference, and all you're telling me is that if you don't think that, if people are telling me and others that Nikola Jokic is not the MVP of the NBA currently, then I'm asking how are they able to get to the 1 seed if they have no other all-stars on the roster? For me, I think Aaron Gordon deserves it. I think he's been one of the best front court players in the NBA this season. And here we are. 18, 6, and 7 from AG. Incredible game today. He played really good defense as well. Shout out to Aaron Gordon. Great game tonight. Michael Porter Jr., bounce back game. 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. 7 of 13 from the field. 3 of 7 from 3. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 block. And he was a plus 11 tonight. He was a plus 11. And he absolutely handled business. Michael Porter Jr. tonight had 10 points by himself in the third quarter. 10 points by himself in the third quarter, and he was absolutely excellent. He was dynamite. He was hitting his three-point shots. He got to the basket. He hit some free throws tonight. He played good defense in spots. I believe he also had a block tonight. I think that was on Marcus Smart, where Marcus tried to do a behind-the-head little reverse, and Michael Porter Jr. was able to stuff it at the rim. Really good game from Michael Porter Jr. tonight. And, that's his best game he's played against Boston, maybe in his career. And he played against a rough, tough defense tonight, and he made it look like it wasn't an issue for him at all. 19 points for Michael Porter Jr., really good game. And he, again, plus 11. And Bruce Brown tonight, really, really good game. 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for Bruce Brown. 8 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. 4 of 6, 66%, and people were still leaving him open. I don't know what people are watching. He's shooting 39, 40% from 3 for the second year in a row. Stop leaving him open. 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 turnovers, started in place of Jamal Murray. He was a plus 5 tonight. Bruce Brown had a really good game. Those threes were huge. They were absolutely huge. Bruce Brown, I want to say I think Bruce had 8 points in the first quarter. He sure did. Bruce Brown had 8 points in the first quarter. Jokic had 14 points in the first quarter. Porter had 6 points in the first quarter. Then Aaron Gordon, it looks like, had 7 points in the first quarter. And Bruce Brown was just killing him. Jokic, when he exited the game in the first quarter today, the Denver Nuggets were winning 33-21. The Nuggets were up 33-21. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that Bruce Brown was just absolutely taking care of business. The Nuggets won the first quarter 37-28. And Bruce Brown had 8 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. And he was a plus 10, as were all the starters except for KCP because he staggered with the bench. All the starters were a plus 10 in the first quarter. And Bruce Brown, it's kind of like Grant Williams last year for the Celtics in the playoffs when they played against the Milwaukee Bucks. He's that guy that you can't account for because if he beats you, he beats you. But the problem is Bruce Brown has shown that when he starts in place of Jamal Murray, and per, I believe, Scott Hastings in the Altitude broadcast, I believe the Nuggets are maybe 13-5. 13-5, I want to say, when Bruce Brown starts. So now they're 14-5, I want to say. I got to look it up. I do need to look this up. I believe they are now 14-5 with Bruce Brown starting. But one of the things he does when he plays point guard at a really high level, again, he's not Jamal, but he's really good. And he's a good defender. And when he can shoot and he can cut and his floater game is there, he's killing. Bruce Brown is killing. Let's see here. Nuggets record with Bruce Brown as the starter. I believe they're 14-5. Yeah, they're 14-5 with Bruce Brown as the starter this season. That's really good, dog. That's really freaking good. I think that has something to do with the fact that Bruce Brown next to KCP, next to AG, next to Porter, it works together because of what he offers on both sides of the ball. It really does. So shout out to Bruce Brown tonight. 21 points. 21 points for Bruce Brown tonight. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, good defensive game. Again, decent offensive game. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Played a lot of minutes with the bench. 3 of 7, 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3-pointers. Shot 66% from the 3-point line. I think he's the best volume 3-point shooter in the NBA. And he was a +6 tonight. Great screen navigation. Really good game from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tonight. Then we get to the bench, and this is where the money was made. This is where the money was made. Bones Highland tonight. A great Bones Highland game. Changed the course of the game. 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists for Bones Highland. 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Had 4 turnovers, but he was a +5 off the bench. Again, that's a great game. Y'all know my metric. If you can be a +2 to a -2 as a bench player, that's a really good game. But you're anything above a +2 and you're a +5, that's an exceptional bench game. If you have a +5 when you're in the game and the starters are out or Joker is out, that's excellent. That means you did your job and then some. You did your job and then some. So a great game from him, 17, 2, and 4. Really good bounce back performance from him. He was controlling the pace. He got to the basket, passed Sam Hauser a couple of times, was really spacing the floor really well. Bones Highland was putting on a show. He was the best bench unit player, I think, across the board on both teams today. Christian Brown, 2 points and 2 rebounds. But guess what? +7. +7. Yeah, Christian Brown, +7 on 2 points and 2 rebounds. Great defense. Also, by the way, had another steal tonight. And Jason Tatum got a turnover. And Jason Tatum was running down the court in the second half. Christian Brown sprinted like Alex Caruso with great flowing hair. Sprinted. He stuck his hand in Jason Tatum's path. The ball then goes off of Tatum's leg, out of bounds, turnover. Like a 4-point swing. Like a 4-point swing. Christian Brown is excellent. His defense is excellent. His play is excellent. 25 minutes for the young man tonight. He got more minutes than anybody else on the bench tonight. Just excellent, man. Bruce Brown is an NBA starting level player in his career, for sure. He is a rotational player right now as a rookie. I'm really excited to see how he continues to grow and expand, man, because the Nuggets did something really interesting tonight. They went to a Bones Highland, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, Vlatko Cancar, and Zeke Naji lineup with the bench. And I'm telling y'all right now, it was exceptional. That lineup was exceptional. It was unbelievable. Y'all, when they had Bones Highland out there with that lineup, there were 4 very switchable, very good defenders. Zeke Naji, AG, and Vlatko, 6'8", 6'8", 6'11", and Zeke Naji, plus Christian at 6'6". Yo, really, really good bone. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. If you don't want to stagger Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, that might be it. I mean, for real, that might be it. I love what I saw from that. Athleticism, dunkers, leapers, defenders, hard workers, and then you got Bones Highland running it all. So you got people that can cut, people that can shoot. And Vlatko Cancar, I think it's like 8 for 8 from 3 the last 2 games where he was before he missed one tonight. Vlatko, and I believe that was a rush shot as well. Vlatko has 8 points, 1 rebound, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. He was a -4, but really good minutes from Vlatko. That was a really good minute from Vlatko. Zeke Naji, 2 points, 1 rebound. He was a +5. Zeke Naji had 2 points and 1 rebound, was a +5, y'all. Once again, the same thing I said about Christian Brown and Bones Highland. There's something to that. They played against the Boston Celtics, a really good bench. Bones Highland a +5, Christian Brown a +7, Zeke Naji a +5. I think that's a nice little core you can build off of to have on your bench. I really, really, truly do. It was excellent for them tonight. And then, like I said, that really was their rotation tonight. Christian Brown, Bones Highland, Vlatko Cancar, and Zeke Naji. And then Vlatko was a -4, but again, I think that had to do with the run. So I think that was really, really good. That was a really good lineup. I'm actually really excited to see if they run that tomorrow versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Bones Highland, Christian Brown, Aaron Gordon, Vlatko Cancar, and Zeke Naji, they played stifling defense. Like, really, they played stifling defense, and they all were hustling. Every single one of them. So if you can find a way to integrate offense there, AG as a playmaker, Vlatko a little bit, spot up, Aaron Gordon getting to the rim, getting to the basket, Bones getting to the basket, setting up for threes. Christian is a great player, kind of can do all of that a little bit. That's a real shot to be a viable non-Murray, non-MPJ, non-Jokic lineup. I don't know how much you're going to see it, but that's something I'm like wanting to see more of because of how it worked tonight. The Denver Nuggets tonight shot versus the Boston Celtics. Again, I'm going to repeat that. They shot 57% from the field on 45 of 79 possessions. 57% from three on 17 of 30. 89% from the line on 16 of 18. And they had 14 turnovers. They had 31 assists. The Denver Nuggets outshot the Boston Celtics from the field, from three, and from free throw. The Boston Celtics had 22 of 27 free throws. They had 27 free throws. They had 9 more than the Nuggets. The Celtics had 13 turnovers, one less than the Nuggets. They had 30 assists, one less than the Nuggets. They had 41 rebounds and 10 offensive rebounds, though, so they won the rebounding battle. But I don't know how much that mattered. The Nuggets didn't miss any shots, so that offensive rebounding was really big, and that's how they stayed in the game at different points. Because the Nuggets were up 18 at one point, y'all. The Boston Celtics had 8 steals. The Nuggets had 5. Boston Celtics had 3 blocks. Nuggets had 4. The Boston Celtics had 15 fouls. Nuggets had 17. The Boston Celtics had 2 technicals. The Nuggets only had 1. So, again, a great game for the Denver Nuggets. The standings are clear, 24-12 for the Denver Nuggets. They play against the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow on a back-to-back. Jamal Murray should be back. They play at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and they play at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time if you were on the East Coast. So, really, y'all, just an all-around really good performance from the Denver Nuggets. I think this might be their most impressive game of the year, given that they didn't have Jamal Murray. So this is right up there with that Memphis game when they just blitzed Memphis off the court as well. But this is what you want to continue to see. You want to continue to see if the Nuggets can continue to put really sharp performances like this together. We're from wire to wire, which is what they did tonight. Wire to wire. Can you control the game? Can you control the possession? So the Denver Nuggets did that. 30, 12, and 12 for the back-to-back MVP at the top of the West. Best player in the NBA, MVP, 3 straight. Y'all, we really going to have a conversation because we are going to find out, y'all. Hey, Swipa gang, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Y'all know what time it is. Denver Nuggets are streaking. They keep beating teams with winning records, and they just beat the best team in the NBA. They sit at the top of the West, uncontested right now, y'all. Hey, Swipa gang, y'all know what time it is. I will see y'all soon. We out.